Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Did you know nearly half of adults over 60 already have calcium stiffening their arteries? And that this buildup can triple your risk of heart attack or stroke? Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, joined by co-host Alara Sky. Today we'll explore how a humble plant compound called Fisetin helps keep your arteries flexible and your heart strong.
Vascular calcification means calcium embeds inside your artery walls. When that happens, vessels lose their natural give, your heart pumps harder, and over time you face hypertension and restricted blood flow that can lead to sudden cardiovascular events.
Research shows calcification often develops long before symptoms appear, especially after 60. Because early detection is difficult, prevention becomes your best strategy. And that's where nutrition and lifestyle play huge roles.
That's where Fisetin enters the picture. It's a flavanol abundant in strawberries, apples, onions, cucumbers, and persimmons. Laboratory work published in Aging revealed that Fisetin stops calcium from latching onto vascular smooth muscle cells. Those are the very cells that keep your arteries supple and responsive to each heartbeat.
The article also points out that Fisetin tackles oxidative stress and inflammation, two forces that silently damage your cardiovascular system. How does a single compound offer that double shield?
Fisetin is a potent antioxidant. It donates electrons to neutralize free radicals before they scar your vessel lining. It also calms inflammatory messengers that keep tissues irritated. By easing both oxidative and inflammatory pressure, Fisetin helps your arteries stay youthful instead of brittle.
How exactly does Fisetin block calcium once those stress levels are down? What did the researchers find when they modeled calcification in the lab?
They simulated high-risk conditions by bathing human artery cells and mouse artery segments in excess calcium and phosphate. Without Fisetin, genes like BMP2, ALPL, and CBFA1 switched on, transforming smooth muscle into bone-like tissue. When Fisetin was added, those genes stayed quiet, and calcium deposits plummeted, preserving the vessel's natural elasticity.
The speed of change caught my eye. In mouse models overloaded with vitamin D, a fast way to trigger hardening, Fisetin cut visible calcium in just 2 weeks. That suggests real-world potential, especially for people already dealing with metabolic stress or nutrient imbalances.
Exactly. And the protective effect hinged on an enzyme called dual specificity phosphatase 1, or DUSP1. When researchers deactivated DUSP1, Fisetin's benefits vanished and calcification worsened, proving that DUSP1 is the gateway through which Fisetin safeguards your vessels.
Let's unpack DUSP1 a bit more. Why is a single enzyme so pivotal, and how does Fisetin influence it?
Picture DUSP1 as the switch for the P38 MAPK pathway, the signal that tells cells to harden under stress. Fisetin boosts DUSP1, which then dampens P38 MAPK. With the signal muted, artery cells stay relaxed instead of turning bone-like. Disable DUSP1 and calcium floods in unopposed.
Beyond keeping arteries pliable, the article outlines broader cardiovascular perks. Could you walk us through those highlights?
Certainly. A meta-analysis showed Fisetin normalizes LDL and triglycerides, boosts insulin sensitivity, lowers blood pressure, and dampens systemic inflammation. It also strengthens antioxidant defenses and engages the P53 pathway, your tumor suppressor mechanism.
That P53 link is fascinating, especially for listeners concerned about general wellness. How does Fisetin awaken that guardian of the genome?
In many cancers, P53 is mutated or silenced. Fisetin helps restore its authority, prompting damaged cells to repair DNA or self-destruct. Though our focus is heart health, this shows how one nutrient can benefit multiple systems.
Under the hood, oxidative stress feeds calcification too. Could you give an example of how free radicals interact with artery health?
When free radicals outnumber antioxidants, they damage lipids and proteins lining your arteries. Those injuries invite calcium and inflammatory cells to patch the site, but the patch becomes a rigid plaque. By scavenging free radicals, Fisetin stops that cascade at the first step, meaning fewer patches and more supple vessels.
Listeners naturally want practical steps, So let's translate the findings into daily actions they can start today. What's first on the list?
First, boost your Fisetin intake. Aim to eat strawberries, onions, apples, and cucumbers every day. A cup of fresh strawberries at breakfast and sautéed onions at dinner already move you forward.
Second, eliminate ultra-processed foods, especially those loaded with linoleic acid from seed oils. These products ignite chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, accelerating artery stiffness. Replacing them with whole foods and traditional fats such as grass-fed butter, ghee, or tallow protects your vascular health while supporting metabolic balance.
Third, move daily. Whether you choose brisk walking, cycling, or resistance training, regular activity lowers inflammation, improves insulin sensitivity, and encourages healthy blood pressure, 3 key factors for supple arteries. If you're new to exercise, begin with a 10-minute walk after each meal and build from there.
Fourth, if you're carrying excess weight, set a goal to bring it down steadily. Extra fat promotes plaque formation and impedes circulation, so trimming down directly lightens the workload on your heart and reduces the hormonal signals that drive calcification.
Fifth, add vitamin K to rich foods like natto, fermented vegetables, Gouda, brie, or Munster cheese. Vitamin K2 directs calcium into your bones instead of your arteries, complementing Fisetin's role in blocking harmful deposits. A serving of fermented veggies or a slice of Gouda makes a tangible difference.
Many listeners ask what a full day of Fisetin-friendly eating looks like. Could you paint a quick picture to help them visualize?
Start breakfast with fresh strawberries and sliced apples. Lunch could be a cucumber and onion salad. For dinner, pair roasted onions with steamed cucumbers and add natto or a slice of brie. Simple choices, repeated consistently, keep your Fisetin levels steady and your arteries protected.
A rapid-fire FAQ before we wrap up. Question 1. Why is vascular calcification dangerous? Because stiff arteries raise blood pressure and starve organs of oxygen-rich blood, paving the way for heart attack and stroke.
Question 2. How does Fisetin counteract that danger? It activates DUSP1, which switches off the P38-MAPK signal that otherwise commands your arteries to harden.
Question 3. Who benefits most? Anyone with kidney disease, diabetes, or excess vitamin D intake, groups predisposed to faster calcification.
Question 4. What other advantages come with Fisetin? Healthier cholesterol and triglycerides, better insulin control, lower blood pressure, reduced oxidative stress, and support for normal cell cycle regulation via P53.
And our final question. What lifestyle changes reinforce Fisetin's effects? Eat Fisetin-rich produce, ditch ultra-processed foods, stay active, manage weight, and choose vitamin K, 2 rich ferments, and cheeses.
Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, add 1 Fisetin-rich food to each meal, replace 1 processed snack with a whole food option, and end every day with a 10-minute walk. Track how you feel. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.